Honourable member for Calgary Forest Lawn.
40-year highs in Liberal food inflation is forcing more families into food banks than ever. Yesterday, the PBO said the savings the Liberals are claiming aren't transparent and has the finance minister looking more like Pinocchio. She's out to lunch while Canadians have to skip lunch. Will the finance minister show some compassion and cancel the cruel tripling of taxes on groceries?
The Honourable Minister for Families.
First of all, my honourable colleague is absolutely false. There is no tripling of taxes that is coming forward. Mr. Speaker, when they talk about compassion, they should look in the mirror. They've had several opportunities over the past couple of weeks to support families in need, whether it was the Canada Dental Benefit that they voted against, whether it was the Canada Housing Benefit that they voted against, whether it was childcare that they voted against. Mr. Speaker, they have had real opportunities to support Canadians, and at each opportunity, they have not.
The Honourable Member for Calgary Forest Lawn.
Why would anyone take advice from a minister who broke Passports Canada and Service Canada, or an immigration minister who broke immigration, or a housing minister who broke housing, or a transport minister who broke our airports, or a finance minister who broke the banks of Canadians, or a prime minister who broke his promises and broke Canada? Why would anyone believe them? They should apologize for breaking Canada.
Minister for Families.
The members opposite like to pretend that they support Canadians. But over the past 7 years, we have seen time and time again when there are actual opportunities for them to support hardworking Canadians that they don't. Instead of supporting Canadians through the Canada Child Benefit that puts thousands of dollars into the pockets of lower-income families, they voted against it. Instead of supporting the Canada Dental Benefit that is going to help low-income children access dental care, they voted against it. Instead of helping low-income renters with the Canada Housing Benefit, they voted against it. Mr. Speaker, I'm tired of their crocodile tears.
The Honourable Member for Thornhill.
Tax is actually punishing Canadians. Has the Prime Minister spoken to anyone paying $3 a litre to fill their truck with diesel? Anyone out east who could pay $6,000 to heat their home this winter? What about a single one of the 1.5 million Canadians who used a food bank in a single month? Of course not. It's private jets, limousines, $6,000 hotel rooms, $12,000 grocery bills for them. When will these Liberals join us in the real world, listen to struggling Canadians, and stop their plan to triple the carbon tax?
The Honourable Minister for Tourism.
Mr. Speaker, if we want to level with Canadians, we just have to point to the heat dome 2 summers ago in Alberta, or the atmospheric river that fell on British Columbia, or Hurricane Fiona, the worst natural disaster in this country's history. Mr. Speaker, the best market mechanism to combat the existential threat of climate change is a price on pollution. The Conservatives don't like it. It's the responsible thing to do, and that's why we're doing it, to support Canadians and to support the planet.
The Honourable Member for Thornhill.
It's bad enough that this government hasn't hit a single environmental target it's ever set. The Parliamentary Budget Officer, the Prime Minister himself chose, says that Canadians from Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, they pay more in carbon tax than they get back. So he can tell his minister that cutting the Disney Plus subscription will buy him a whole 5 litres of diesel. It might heat his home for a whole few hours this whole winter. So I'll ask again, when will they join everyone in the real world, tell the truth, listen to struggling Canadians, and scrap